Can you hear me? All right. My name is Ralph Hall. You probably remember me as the guy that always gives you the stickers at HEB, right? I thought so. Well, today we are going to be talking about anti-bullying, or how it's not good to bully other kids, right? All right. I got a little speech that I have prepared for you. When I was your age, one of the greatest TV programs at the time was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Any of you have heard of this show before? No. And not even on TV anymore. As I started growing up, I looked up to Fred Rogers. I remember when it came time for the land of make-believe, I witnessed a world of little animals. They were just like us, facing hard decisions of life. Daniel the tiger, he was my favorite. He was very shy, he was very timid, but he was also a very curious little fellow. Oops, lost my place. Sorry about that. I have to say, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is one of my favorite childhood memories. Would you like to know why I like this guy so much? All right. There are 3 reasons why I like Mr. Fred Rogers. 1, he was a very kind man. Number 2, he loved his neighbors very much. And number 3, he respected each and every person that he came in contact with. So, with this in mind, I would like to show you how we can put each of these into an anti-bully roles. Mr. Rogers was a very kind man. He was always there to help others when there was a need. So, how can we put this into anti-bullying? Let's say someone comes up to you, let's say someone comes up to a person that you know and starts to say or do things that looks very different or uncomfortable. That person you know may be having a hard time defending himself. So if you have kindness in your heart, you can be like him. Go to the bully and politely say, "Why are you doing these things?" Or "Why are you saying these things?" I always believe in the reasoning before anyone starts having fights. So there will be a time, if you reason with the bully, that could make them think about what they are really doing, and talking to them with kindness could make a big difference. Loving your neighbor, that is a very important trait to have as well. Fred Rogers loved his neighbors very much. If you truly love a person who is being picked or teased, you would have that love in your heart to stand up for him against the anti-bullying. Another trait to have is having respect for one another. Nowadays, so many people do not have respect for each other. Every time you see someone, be polite, smile at them, and say, "Hello, how you doing today?" Don't be mean because they are different than you. Respect what they do in life. Being respectful to one another could help bullies think before they would want to tease other kids. So when I was a kid about your age, I got teased because of how I looked and because I could not talk right. I did not learn to control my tongue until I was in the 11th grade. So a lot of these kids didn't really understand what I was saying. But once I learned to control my tongue, they respected me more, and they were a lot nicer to me. So now you know why I looked up to Mr. Fred Rogers. If each one of us could carry these 3 traits he had, we can make a difference in anti-bullying. So,